Hello, I am Michelle with two L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red.
And we are Force of Light Entertainment, and we are here to review the first two episodes, part 1 and part 2, of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the new Disney Plus Star Wars show. So let's go ahead and talk about that. We will give you our initial thoughts, what we liked, what we did not like, and then we'll rate each episode. So my initial thoughts on this is that I thought they were pretty good, but I didn't think it was great. That was my initial thoughts. Natalie, what were yours?
I guess my initial thoughts would be that it did very much kind of it kept my attention.
Okay, so it kept your interest.
So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Because this is just the first two. So we'll see where this goes.
Yes.
But so far, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Michelle said, maybe it's not like a hit it out of the park yet for me.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yes. Okay. So that's our initial thoughts.
Maybe that was a lot of first thoughts.
That's our initial thoughts. We'll get into kind of, I guess, what we liked about each episode. And next week we'll get back to where I think we just get one episode, so we'll just directly discuss that one episode.
We had a twofer to start off.
We did get a twofer.
I love when I say two, but I hold up four.
You did hold up four.
Riddle me that.
Yeah, we got two. We got two episodes. So let's see things I like. Well, and let's, this of course takes place on Tatooine. Obi-Wan has been watching over Luke. He's not been using the Force for at least 10 years.
He's getting a little rusty, they say.
He's definitely getting rusty. We see that especially in episode 2. You see that he's a little rusty using the Force.
A little worn for the wear.
He is. And of course they set up, you've got the Inquisitors that are hunting, and one Reva is specifically, she really wants Obi-Wan really bad.
Really hungry for some Jedi.
But specifically Obi-Wan. Like
she really wants him.
She wants Obi-Wan really, really bad.
She wants him with everything in her soul.
Yeah, she does. And of course, Reva is played by what's her name? I believe it's Moses Ingram. She was in the Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah.
And she's a good actress. But we get back things I like. We'll get into that now. Things I like. I mean, Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan
is
very
just nostalgic.
It is, and I mean, he just is right back into being Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like
he's a phenomenal actor.
Yes, I mean that must have been like riding a bike, because the show starts and it's Obi-Wan Kenobi. You've got that, and then of course at the end of 2 we see that Vader is in it. But yeah, I enjoyed for the most part, I enjoyed both episodes. I thought 1 and 2 were both good. Like she said, they kept your interest. You're interested in where this is going. The thing that I would say, which I guess maybe this goes into the bad category, the thing that I would say for me is I feel like there's something missing thus far that doesn't allow me to say it's great. Like, Obi-Wan is one of my favorite Jedi of all time, and yet I felt more excitement when I heard the Mandalorians theme play in Chapter 5 of the Book of Boba Fett than I did at any point in the show. Right. And I don't feel like that should be the case with Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan.
Because, it makes sense that it kind of been built to that place of excitement with the character of the Mandalorian.
Yes. But this has years of built-in excitement.
This should just be kind of like hit the ground running.
Yes, because, I mean, gosh, I turned 16 years old when Revenge of the Sith came out. So, I mean, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Just a minute. Just
a short minute. But my point is they've had years of anticipation and building up. So that's what I guess would be where my disappointment is a little. I feel like as of right now, I mean, it could get there, but there's just kind of that. And I also had the feeling of this deserved, and I was one of these from the beginning. I know many of you all prefer the long format of TV shows, and I love a good long format TV show.
Yeah.
But there are some things that are worthy of cinema and worthy of the big screen. And to me, having Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan and Hayden Christensen back as Vader, this should have been an epic 2-hour blockbuster movie, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion, but that's what I think.
I kind of had that thought just a little bit when I was watching it, and then we had discussed that like before this, or she had said that this morning, and it's like, gosh, I think that's exactly what it is. Or maybe even just something that's missing. It's like this should have been like a movie.
Yes.
This could have been an awesome 2.5-hour movie.
It could have. And I think there's sometimes that's where, again, a negatives, and I'll get back to positives. Again, I overall enjoyed these.
Yeah.
But there are times where you see kind of the and I know these shows are not cheap. I'm not saying they are, but there's still that lack of movie quality at times.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see it, and it's like Obi-Wan deserves better, is what I was thinking in my mind.
Totally. It's from a place of love.
It really is. Like, so there's that. And of course, the first episode we do get, I guess I knew Leia was cast. I didn't know how much she would be a part of it. And the little girl's adorable.
She is.
She's just I wonder how old she was. She doesn't seem 10 in this.
That's, and leave in the comments if you watched it. I'm assuming you have if you're here. Did you think she seemed a lot younger than 10?
I thought she looked like 6 or 7.
Yeah, like maybe a small 7-year-old is what, like, realistically, maybe that's what the actress is.
And I mean, she's cute as she's
cute as a button.
Yeah, she's
just
adorable.
Go ahead and say it, Shell.
She's adorable, which I bet's what they were going for. But
because I do she's just like this little tiny woman just running around. She is adorable.
And I think the personality they gave her is very fitting of Leia. Like,
exactly. And the lines they gave her, it's like she kind of has that, like, she's like Leia, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. The little spunky.
She is spunky. Well, and so a line that, really touched me, and Ewan McGregor, I mean, he's a pro. Like, his acting in this is a pro. It's excellent. Like when he says, and I do like that. You see in the first episode, his struggle. I mean, he's working at like a meat factory. I mean, he was a Jedi Knight on like the count. I mean, he's like this powerful Jedi, and he's been reduced to working in a meat factory on Tatooine.
A Prince to the Pauper situation.
It's not great.
Things were looking bleak.
It's not great. And I do appreciate, getting to see that of what he did in this time period of his life is kind of interesting. But I did like getting back to him and Leia. I enjoyed the Leia and Kenobi dynamic in the second episode. And just speaking of her personality, I really like the line when he's like, "You remind me of someone," because she is a lot like Padme.
Yeah.
She is a lot like her mother. And those little moments were precious and sweet, and I enjoyed the callback to the prequels and that. It did make me laugh. Like, no one could catch Leia in either episode. And Leia, again, because she's just so tiny, I mean, it's just like, why can't you catch her? I mean, she, she's not that fast because she's little, guys. Like, why can't we ever catch Leia?
She's so cute running.
But yeah, they're having a tough time with her. And then it is cool to see her planet. To see Naboo. No, not Naboo. That's Padme's. Alderaan. There we go.
Yeah,
Alderaan.
Yeah, that's right.
To see Alderaan a little more, that's fun. Because we just got a glimpse of Alderaan at the very end of Revenge of the Sith. So it's cool to see that aspect. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's always nice to see Obi-Wan's lightsaber. We'll see when we get to actually see it in action.
Right.
We'll see. And then of course the next episode, he has to go find Leia. And I want to say this. I think that the most realistic thing to get Obi-Wan off of Tatooine from watching Luke is Leia. I think that I buy into that.
Yeah.
Like he would leave to go help Bail Organa get Leia back. I totally buy that.
You don't really see if his character, what I mean, like his moral character as a character to be like, no, I'm sorry.
She's on her own.
Sorry, I can't help you on this one.
Yeah. So I definitely bought that.
Maybe next time.
I definitely bought that. And then I also, the moments with Obi-Wan and Uncle Owen were decent. Yeah. And you can kind of hear Owen's kind of resentment towards Obi-Wan.
And like that actor really does look like he would be a young Owen from like the original.
He does.
Movies.
And of
they
course,
did a good job on that.
Yes. And of course he was in the prequels as,
that's right.
As Owen. So I enjoyed those dynamics. I'm trying to think of anything else that stands out to you, good or bad, in the episode.
I liked like the comments on, I mean, this is just me talking, but the comments on compassion and like the Jedi leading with compassion. Like I just thought that was kind of sweet. I think we should all try and be a little more like the Jedi in that way.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Well, and you see that, I think those are those soft moments with Obi-Wan and Leia I appreciated, because Obi-Wan, and that's why he's one of my favorite Jedi of all time, he really does just so embody that.
Yeah, that.
Like that heart of compassion.
Like goodness.
Like goodness, purity, compassion, like that caring attitude that he has. So you see that, and I really appreciate that. And I do like that they've kept with his fighting style. I forget what it's called, but it's where his fighting style is even very passive. Like he'll use their momentum to like take him down. Where like Anakin was always super aggressive in everything he did. And I've always appreciated the smoothness of Obi-Wan Kenobi. But we do see at the end of episode 2, when Leia's falling, like he really is not flowing in the Force right now.
Yeah, he really,
because Leia almost dropped to her death.
For lack of a better word, he had to strain.
He was straining.
He had to strain to get the Force.
It was not, the Force was not flowing.
It was not.
It
was an effort.
It was stopped up. He had to get some what was it called? Drano.
I was going to say Drano, but I thought, are we going there?
To unclog the clog and the Force flow in Obi-Wan. But he figured it out. I think it's going to begin.
It began to flow.
It's going to begin to flow.
And it's going to begin to really flow.
It's going to be able to flow. And but yeah, I am interested. Again, I gave some of my negatives, and again, do I think it's like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever? No, not yet. But I liked it a heck of a lot better than the first several episodes of the Book of Boba Fett, which I figured I would.
That is for sure. This is much more interesting to me personally.
Much more.
Based off the first couple episodes compared to the first couple episodes of the Boba Fett.
Yeah, like I'm genuinely excited.
See, I said it right that time.
There you go.
I did, didn't I?
I'm genuinely excited to see where this story goes next week. Where are Obi-Wan and Leia going, and like where will this go, and how will eventually Obi-Wan and Vader meet face to face? I'm interested.
I think I think it could get pretty awesome.
Yeah, and again, I enjoyed
the potential.
It does to move from good to great is what I'm saying. I already thought the first two were good. There was a lot I enjoyed.
And Disney Plus to me is starting to kind of have a reputation of doing that. Do you see a theme here? It's like a lot of times the first couple episodes are like, and then it gets better. It picks up a lot.
I loved Mandalorian from that was pretty good the moment it started.
that they kind of hit it out of the park. And
I did enjoy this from the moment it started with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan again. I did enjoy it. I think my only negative again, or my biggest negative, is actually out of a place of respect. Of me feeling like
this is a place of reverence.
Of me feeling Obi-Wan and Vader would have made an awesome blockbuster movie. Like it would have made $1 billion easy, and it would have been like an event film. That's the only thing that I'm saying. That it's a little disappointing on Disney Plus.
I think you nailed it earlier when you just said it. It's kind of like they deserve.
They deserve the best.
And like she said earlier, I know that to some of you prefer it this way. And I totally get that. I love a TV series. I'm all about TV lately and the great miniseries and all the things they do. But sometimes, like she said, just maybe like a movie would be great for
being packed in a theater with fans who are there for it, clapping in the movie or clapping when it's over. That's hard to beat too, guys. It really is. And some things are worthy of that. And these two characters are worthy of that.
I mean, these are kind of big deal characters.
Yeah, they're a big deal.
They carry some weight,
They definitely do. So now let me give you my rating, I guess, of the first two episodes. We rate out of 5 hoots, 5 being our max level of entertainment. I give these first two episodes a solid, I'll even give them a 4. Like I genuinely enjoyed them.
I was between 3.5 hoots and 4. So yeah, I guess we're pretty on target.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Liked it. ready for more.
Ready to love it.
Yeah, ready to love it.
Give us more.
And yeah, excited to see more Vader moving forward, and to see where Leia, who Leia outruns next.
On this week's episode of Leia outrunning somebody, that's way faster than her. It's so cute though.
She is adorable. But yeah, that's it. That's our review. What did you guys think? Share your thoughts below. And if you have not yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also give the video a thumbs up. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks for stopping by.
Remember to be a force of light. All right. Bye guys.